Hey, everybody! Welcome. Very smooth. Welcome to this new thing we're doing. It's a podcast, and we actually we were thinking. I was talking to Josh. I said, "Josh, we need a name," and Josh says, "We probably do need a name." And then we looked at each other for about a minute and a half, and there was no sexual tension like there was usually. It was just confusion. So Sexual confusion. There was sexual confusion in the air.
Yeah.
And so we didn't come up with anything. So if you guys have any idea what we could call it, and please be original. Obviously, we thought of AirBornControllers Podcast. That thought did cross my mind, but I was thinking maybe something a bit better.
Yeah.
If you guys have any ideas, please leave comments or
Something a bit less obvious.
Maybe a trail. Well, like Hansel and Gretel, just leave a little thing. You can find it.
We're going on an adventure.
You like the Riddler, leave a bunch of clues.
Yeah. Speaking of that.
Speaking of the Riddler, yeah.
I'm at Arkham Origins.
Yeah, I finished it. And you, how far have you gone?
I have just beat Deathstroke because he was a son of a bitch.
Isn't it weird that Deathstroke's the first boss?
Well,
I mean, technically the Executioner, but Deathstroke really.
Well, there was a Killer Croc. Right?
Oh, I suppose Killer Croc too,
yeah.
but
yeah, no, I was like, am I just really awful at this game?
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, I keep dying and dying. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, half an hour in, I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's just like beating the shit out of me with his swords and shit. And like, man,
like
it was brutal.
Deathstroke.
It took me a long time.
Like Deathstroke is the guy you would think that would be the last assassin Batman would be fighting, and he's just like aside from Killer Croc. I really don't consider Killer Croc much of a boss fight.
He's pretty easy.
But but Deathstroke, first guy. I mean, I guess he would be the first one to track down Batman, but like it even says in his bio, this is probably going to be the hardest fight Batman fights, and it's right off the bat. Like,
I know.
Did you see that coming?
Not at all, actually. I was like, this guy looks hard. Like, just
you just see him.
His aesthetics.
Like,
I mean, I was like, he has like 5 swords and like ninja skills. I'm like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So
that's Slade from Teen Titans.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah, that's the same thing as Slade Wilson. So yeah. So Deathstroke was hard, but not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about Enigma or the Riddler.
Right.
Like the pre-Riddler. Now I don't know how much you've done. Have you like solved all the radio towers and all that?
I've got a couple.
You got a couple?
I got a couple.
How do you think the Enigma compares to the Riddler? Like, as opposed to the other Arkham games.
He sort of seems like a wannabe Riddler. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess he's just going into it. But like, I kind of hate the whole. Like, I hate the whole destroy the relay thing. I don't like that. That's stupid, right?
It's sort of like Assassin's Creed. It's like, conquer this tower, and then you have this entire area, and then, but like, it's sort of the same concept, but just way more annoying, I think.
They did that in Arkham City, and Arkham City, I think, had 3 big areas, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's about half as big as, I think Arkham Origins doubles it. And now Arkham Asylum had 200, is the smallest of all 3, had 200 Riddler challenge trophies. Mm-hmm. There's 200 Enigma packs in this one. I'm pretty sure there is. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 200 again. Arkham City, they had 500.
Jesus.
So why could we have more of the like Enigma data packs, quote unquote? Like, and I like how they had like the audio. Like if you find all 10 of them in the data pack, they give you like blackmail reporting of somebody, so you learn more of the Arkhamverse. I like that, but because you guys see how like the whole Arkham universe unfolds. But I don't like how there's less of them, and then like there's just a bigger map.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they don't like. There's less of them, and like honestly, the like the riddles, like the challenge things, Arkham City, they were pretty hard, but they're doable, and none of them are as hard as Arkham City. Well, obviously because I played it, but like they don't really make new rules. They don't really do anything new. I mean, the shock gloves, which spoiler, you get the Executioner's gloves.
Okay.
And those like the little generators that you hold on to. That's what you do.
Oh, I see.
And they make combat really fun. We'll talk about that. So,
okay.
I apologize. I have a bit of me and Josh have a bit of a cold here.
We're all dying.
Yeah, we're a bit dying, but
caught a case of death.
A little bit of death. But distracting. But I really wanted more of like the collectible things, and like you know how you could scan in Arkham Asylum was the best for that. Each room had a little riddle, and you had to do it. That's gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's gone. I really like that.
Yeah.
And they're replaced with anarchy tags, which are okay, but they're nothing really special.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really wanted more of like the Enigma stuff, especially with that big map, right? You think you could put more, but no. Or at least match Arkham City, because 500.
Take advantage of the space.
Yeah, like. I mean, I like what they did with the interiors there a bit better than Arkham City. I mean, they had the Industrial Mill, which was actually no, Arkham, because the best one they had in Arkham Origins was the GCPD, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there's not really that great of a big space. I mean, the hotel's kind of cool, but yeah. By the way, there's a hotel in the GCPD.
Oh no!
Spoilers.
Oh,
huge spoilers.
Everything. Everything I've ever known is a lie.
Yeah, so I really like the Riddler. I think Riddler was the best in Asylum in a weird way, just because I liked the scanning.
Okay.
And I liked, like, they were all pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
And City, like, they had the challenge rooms, there's a lot more of them.
Right.
But, did you like the challenge rooms?
They were alright.
I personally was a big fan of the challenge rooms.
Yeah, but, like, I was sort of indifferent to them. I was
Yeah.
like, they're there.
I really liked the clues, and there was less of those.
Mm-hmm.
Like they cut them down each game, and I think that's the part I really liked about it. You gotta flex your Batman lore, just scan everything like I used to because I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, you scan.
Yeah.
Yay, solved it.
Yeah, look at me go, I'm a fucking genius.
World's greatest detective.
The world's greatest detective. Yeah. But I think me and you were getting into that the Arkham City Origins is probably the best for the boss fights, right?
It is actually. It's so much fun. Like,
and you haven't gone to the good ones yet.
No,
you haven't gone to Copperhead, which was really good. Bane.
That sounds like a good
Bane
one.
was, in Asylum, Bane shows up and he's this big fucking bird and he's just running into. Like, he still kind of does that, but it's actually good.
Oh, I see.
Like, it's hard to explain because you fight Bane twice. Bane's the last boss.
Okay.
That is kind of a spoiler, but whatever. And, like, the first time, you fight, like, Smart Bane, and then he, like, venoms up and all that shit.
Oh, right.
And then you're fighting him, and then you kind of do that, and then for the second time you fight him. And then, like, right after, he goes, like, Super Hulk Bane.
Oh, okay.
And you can't even fucking hurt him. So it's like a Predator thing.
Okay.
And that was really cool. I really like that. Yeah, because he'll fucking destroy you. You can't, like, physically fight him, but, like, his regular Bane form, you could fight him.
Okay.
So it kind of, like, strikes a balance between Asylum and that.
Oh, I see.
City was just, like, essentially a fucking Easter egg or side quest. But,
yeah, well.
Yeah, so I like that, but I was thinking, what do you think, and before we know this, we both know the answers, Mr. Freeze. What do you think are, like, the best boss fights in the games?
Oh, okay. Well,
in the Arkham games.
That one's obviously a classic, though.
Mr. Freeze was the best boss fight ever.
It was amazing. It was really well done.
Yeah, because, like,
really
that's the first time anybody's ever had, like, he learns from your behavior. And that was, like, fuck. And, if you fuck up, like, it's not like, oh, I fucked up so I can do it again. No, he won't let you do that again. So, you run out of tricks, you're done.
Right.
Yeah, so it's really about, how much you know the mechanics of the game.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what I like about Mr. Freeze. But, like, what else is up there?
Well, I actually did enjoy the final boss battle in Arkham City with the Joker.
The Joker with the Clayface.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
See, I didn't like that one as much.
No, really?
I liked Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, actually, yeah.
That one I thought was really cool.
Good. Yeah.
Because
that one was well done.
Because I thought of Ra's al Ghul as, like, the perfect balance between you actually fighting and using your gadgets.
Right.
Like, that one seemed like the most boss battle-ish, to me.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, you really have to think about everything, and yeah.
Do you think Scarecrow and Killer Croc from Arkham Asylum are boss fights? Do you consider those boss fights?
Scarecrow and who? Did you say?
Killer Croc from Arkham Asylum.
No.
I don't either.
I actually thought about it. I was like, should I include them? And I was like, not really.
I think of those as like stages or levels.
Yeah. It was sort of like, well, that happened and you went through it, but I mean, like, it wasn't anything like just this big set environment and you just battle it out, right?
Yeah, you didn't exactly fight them. Like Killer Croc in the first one was or Origin was a fight because you're actually fighting.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was talking to my friend about this. My friend Matthew, shout out Matt, and we were talking about, and he said something really interesting. He said, "Well, when you think about it, it's kind of like the Christian Bale trilogy." And I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he says, "Well, Batman Begins was good. Second one was amazing. Third one, good, but couldn't live up to the first one." Is that kind of like how the Arkham games have unfolded so far?
Almost, I think. Well, I actually still haven't seen Batman Begins. I'm one of those people, I know. I still have not seen that movie. Everyone says it's just phenomenal. I have not seen that.
You have the trilogy, don't you?
I have it on Blu-ray, but I just haven't watched it yet because, I don't have a Blu-ray player. My dad's just like, here you go, it's on Blu-ray. I'm like, I don't have a fucking Blu-ray player.
What a loving father.
What a guy. He's like, oh, tough shit. I spent $60 on it. So
we're spinning here. We're spinning.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
Yeah. But I thought how I would rank it: Arkham City, Arkham Origins, Arkham Asylum.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I'd rank. Well, I'm a minority. I don't think Dark Knight was best, but that's how most people would probably rank the Batmans too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But well, in my opinion, actually is sort of starting to change now. Where I rewatched Dark Knight Rises, and I was like, this is really, really good. Like,
I love Dark Knight Rises. That's my
really
favorite of the trilogy. Like, I love that movie.
I used to love The Dark Knight. I was like, this movie is so fucking it's everything the Batman, like, it's the
everything Batman should be.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is the perfect movie, but it's very slow.
That's, you know what I have problems with? I have problems with the Asian gangster character. Like, that part of the movie really drags for me. And that's the part I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
And, like, I love the Joker, but, I like Dark Knight Rises was better paced.
Yeah.
And I think, and Batman Begins, I loved as an origin story. Like, Batman, watch the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else we got to talk about?
And moving on.
So, you heard about that fucking Rob Ford? He finally kicked him. They finally kicked him out of council.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did hear about that.
Like,
what a stubborn son of a bitch, though. He's like, yeah, I smoke crack, fuck some hookers. I ain't backing down.
Did he fuck hookers?
Yeah, apparently.
You know what? You know what I heard he did. You know how these radio shows are? They accept callers, right? So one guy called to the fucking radio show defending Rob Ford. And then they realized it was fucking Rob Ford. and then the guy's talking. He said, "Wait, is this Mayor Rob Ford?" And he's like, "Listen to me." And he's like, "Mayor Ford, I recognize your voice," and then hung up. Completely just hangs up.
Seriously, that's crazy. So he called a station in Toronto.
Yeah,
and it's just
I don't know if it was a Toronto station,
but
he definitely called this radio station.
He's just he defends himself, disguises as someone else. God, what a guy!
Yeah,
like
I don't know. He's got conviction. You know, a leader needs that.
Yeah, he also has balls. He was actually at a CFL playoff game, Toronto and Hamilton. He was in the crowd, in the midst of everyone there. I'm like, you sir have balls. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
but
I would have stayed home.
Yeah,
watch on from the couch.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also yelling at. There's also a bunch of reporters at his fucking front porch, and he's yelling at him, get off his property, and they were asking all these guys, just get off my property, and just like dodging it like that. And it's just fucking nuts.
Oh, I know. Like, yeah. It's just exploded. Like everyone everywhere is talking about this.
I gotta say though. You know, in our little sunny home of Alberta, we had a premier, and his name was Ralph Klein. And Ralph Klein, one night, got really drunk and threw money at homeless people. He threw money at homeless people.
Yeah.
And he said, "Get a job!" Get a job! Get a job! And then he goes, I am, the next morning, he gets a press conference, he says, I have, problems with alcohol, and I'm working on it. And that was fine! He was still a premier after that. He was the fucking premier of Alberta who did that.
Like,
the premier.
The freaking, yeah, and for those of you outside of Canada, that is essentially like a governor.
That's a governor. Yeah. That's a governor doing that.
Yeah, which is...
And I think that's worse than smoking crack. Because you're actually doing something to another person.
Like, that's bad. But, I mean, jeez, so,
so they impeach Rob Ford because they're, I think Rob Ford did more to put Toronto on the map than anybody.
I know, right? I mean,
I think they should have
everyone knows where fucking Toronto is now. I mean, if they didn't know before, it's like, Rob Ford, Toronto.
It's a major city. Like, it's
fourth largest in North America.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can learn something new every day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can't. I'm kind of surprised they actually got him out because it didn't look like he was going to get out. But
she was like, "I am not going anywhere. Y'all can suck it." He's like, just like, "I smoke crack. What of it? I have a problem. I'm dealing with it."
That. It's like, do you think he should have been removed because he smoked crack? Because personally, and I know it sounds weird, I really don't care. I also don't live in Toronto, and whatever.
Exactly. But I feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's like, one way or another, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But I thought he still did a lot of good for the city of Toronto, though. Like,
what did he do?
He actually managed their money really well. Like, he was actually working on getting them out of debt.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's something, I guess.
He was using the crack to help focus.
Yeah,
that's what he was doing. That's what Rob was doing.
Yeah. But he's out now apparently though. So I
want to know what Rob Ford does when he's not the mayor. Like,
I don't know.
Where does he apply? Because he said, I want them to show the crack video everywhere. So I can imagine an employer coming, oh, hello, Mr. Ford. Oh, is this you smoking crack? I'm sorry, we're not hiring.
We're not interested anymore.
Like, I hope the guy's got some fucking savings. Maybe move to Alaska where that shit doesn't matter.
And nobody cares about Alaska. It's sort of
Maverick. She's Maverick. Fucking idiot. But, I heard Rob Ford apologize. He apologized on his radio program.
He's a radio program?
Yeah. Oh. Apparently he has a weekly thing in Toronto.
Oh, I see.
So he did that for the city.
Well, I mean, like, that's
the voice of Ford.
Yeah.
Apparently apparently he did an apology. He was saying that, I sincerely apologize. There's nothing I can do. I'm working on it. I can take it back, but I'll just move forward and I'm not going to resign and all that.
Right.
And a lot of people saying that was a real shitty apology, but what else could he say?
Well, exactly. And I'm actually going to relate this back to 2008 or something like that.
Okay, you do it.
With Stephen Harper's apology to the natives about the
oh yeah, okay.
The whole thing is then everyone was like, that wasn't sincere enough, and it's like
what
else
can
are you gonna say? I mean,
like, you want to be like the church and just not acknowledge it for another 400 years? Like,
yeah, exactly. All right, so about 400 years ago, maybe we shouldn't have executed some top scientists. And
Galileo was right. Our bad. Like, how do you do that?
I mean,
I guess you do have to apologize, but like, you say it, and like, I was thinking, what really constitutes a real apology? Because you can say the same thing with Ralph Klein. Because if Rob Ford's apology wasn't good enough, technically the Ralph Klein's the piggy there. I'm working on it,
right?
Doing problems. So I'm thinking, what makes an apology valid? Obviously, you got to be sincere, and maybe that's what was lacking for both of those.
Yeah,
but or maybe Ralph was more sincere, Rob wasn't. But you got to be sincere. But what else? Because
well, sincerity, I think saying the right things as well.
But what is the right thing?
I don't really know. I mean, it changes from situation to situation. It's popularly
nail down the perfect apology.
Yeah.
Okay, say if you wrong me. Say if you wrong me. You smoke crack and fucked a hooker in my house. How would you apologize to me? How would you do that? My fellow Americans. I did not smoke crack cocaine. I did not have sex with those individuals, and if I did, I am deeply sorry.
I may have smoked crack. but our economy will come back stronger than ever. There'll be jobs. Lots and lots of jobs.
Yes, we can smoke the crack.
Yes, we can.
Change.
Hope.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. I think it's a very complex thing, I think, because it all depends from person to person, situation to situation, and, it's...
Okay, so what should Rob Ford have said in addition to those things? Can't change the past. I'm deeply sorry to my wife. I'm deeply sorry to the city. I'm sorry to my colleagues. Let's move forward.
Sorry, fuck the hooker.
Sorry, as you do, he probably tripped. Those Toronto streets, the economy, I mean, it's getting better, but he just slipped into a hooker.
He denied it at first. I don't know if you heard the quote. He was like,
I deny it. I think he said, hey, Austin, did you fuck a hooker? Nope.
No,
didn't do it. Nope.
He was like, I fucked the hooker. I got plenty to eat at home.
I gotta say, Robert,
so funny.
the first, Survivor.
Yeah.
The first guy who wins a Survivor, I think his name's, I can't remember what the fuck his name is. The first guy who wins Survivor, he said, okay, well, the problem is with Survivor, those tribal counts, not a lot of people know is they're so intense. The jet probes will grill you, really, and he's gonna eventually stumble onto the truth. And I gotta be ready for that, because I gotta fucking lie. And that's what Rob Ford did. He just fucking, that's what I would have done, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking wife's there, I don't know. Oh, well, first, you don't fuck the hooker. Let's say that. But, I probably would have lied, too. If it's like, first the crack, then that.
It's like, I mean, try and save yourself as much as you can.
Or I got an idea. Don't fuck a hooker when you're the mayor.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people will know.
Yeah.
That's gonna get out.
Well, yeah.
Clinton can't do it. Why can you?
That's right, yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I was like,
he's
this
not
gets
gonna be
funnier and funnier.
That guy's not gonna be in the news anymore.
No,
he's gonna just be like a regular fucking person.
He's eventually gonna die out in like a couple of weeks, and then what's Jon Stewart gonna talk about that? I mean,
Jon Stewart's gonna.
I know.
John Oliver left the Daily Show. Okay?
I heard about
that. He's doing an HBO thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he doing a TV show or like?
I think he's doing a TV show. I know he had his own John Oliver New York City stand-up thing. He did that for a while. Okay. But he was doing that while he was on the Daily Show, so I think it's his own show. But I have to watch him. Talented guy, funny guy. Yeah. He was one of the few people who I think could have, and I guess he did take over Stewart for a while. And I'm kind of sad that he isn't, because I just really like him. I think he's a great guy. But I don't know him. You don't know me, but I think he's fucking awesome.
You don't know this stuff. Yeah. Have not seen him actually ever.
Never seen John Oliver?
No, I've never seen a show actually. Yeah. Well, I've heard about him, but I haven't actually ever seen him.
I'm so glad I'm talking to you about this, because you're the perfect person to talk to about it.
I should just be like, oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, John. Man,
the heart and soul.
Those bad teeth, man. I tell you. Yeah.
Is he British?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, Mitch is kind of a scumbag.
Yeah, fucking Mitch.
Okay, so I have this thing where I'm a worrier. If people don't go home, if my mom doesn't come home late, I call her and say, where the fuck are you? But are you okay? What's going on? If I don't get a call back, I'm thinking about eulogies. Where am I having a service, all that. The same thing about you, because I've known you for many years. You're a very close friend. Yeah. And today I texted you, and you didn't answer me. And, I woke up at noon, because I'm a fucking scumbag, because I can. And, so I woke up a bit late, and, you still hadn't answered me. So I texted Mitch, because Mitch goes to school. You see John, she's like, no, smiley face. What the fuck is he smiling about? You could be dead in a ditch.
I know. He's like, no.
No, smiley face. And I kind of think, because Mitch does that to me, he smiles and does, I kind of think he talks to a girl he's kind of interested in, but not really interested in. He's smiling, winky, ampersand, tongue face, less than 3. Yeah. Oh no, not yet. We're, we're
still classy.
We're working up to it, but, it's come on, Mitchell.
I was like, well, no smiley face. He's like, thank Christ.
Yeah, goddamn. I just don't want to fucking see his stupid face.
He causes me so much harm and shit like that. I'm I hardly ever talk to Mitch at school, ever.
You're a bit of a scumbag. Well, maybe he's happy. He's like, well, what the fuck's the difference? You don't talk to me anyway. Maybe you're the problem, Josh.
I've tried talking to him, but it just doesn't evolve into anything much. It's just like, hey, Mitch, hey, what's up? How's it going? How's your weekend? I got fired. Oh, that's shitty.
Mitch got fired? Where did he get fired from?
Well, that Costco a while ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I have a question. And this relates to how we're both fucking sick, and no, it's not because we're touching butts and all that shit. It's because we're both fucking sick. Yeah. I probably got you sick. Who knows? But,
fucking Michael.
Okay. When you cough, do you have to cough or do you just cough? Like, do you force yourself to cough or, like, how I cough? And I was wondering if I'm faking it, like, if I'm psychologically faking it.
Oh.
Okay. So I get a tingle in my chest, and then I cough. Like, I just force myself to cough.
Right.
And I'll have bad coughs just because I try to get the edge of the cough, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like where you get it, and then the cough is stuff. That's a thing in the chest. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't just cough like a sneeze. It's not automatic. You actually have to do it.
Yeah, because there's some sort of pathogens.
Okay.
In your lungs.
That sounds pathogens. That sounds so scientific. It
yeah,
has to be true. Oh, you got the pathogens. Oh, fuck.
It's just like it's basically like, okay, guys, there's some shit in here.
There's some lymph
Can't
nodes.
be here.
Yeah.
Gotta like cough it out. It's like, okay, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job, boys.
That's
so,
see,
you know,
that's
like,
what I was thinking, but I didn't know, and I was thinking, am I a fucking filthy faker because I'm coughing?
Maybe just a really good actor.
I can get into a part, so I didn't know. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, your body's just like, you should fake being sick.
Like,
Here's how you're gonna do it.
I don't know.
You know,
like,
it's like, yeah,
because I'm doing it. I'm coughing at work, and like, if I'm not thinking about it, I don't cough, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, am I just faking it? Because it looks like you're faking it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. Bodies do a fucking weird thing.
Bodies are weird.
Have you ever been just like sore for no reason?
Yeah. I was actually telling you about this earlier.
Were you?
I was.
Fuck, did we plan this?
I don't know.
Was this like a suddenly executed segue that you totally just fucked up?
No,
it wasn't. No,
because like I told you this earlier, and then
I was just probably ignoring you.
Yep.
You're fucking scumbag.
I don't know. I work in a bakery, and so like I'm like, all right, I had a 6-hour shift last night. Everything was good, whatever. I get home and my shoulders are fucking killing. Like, I don't know where this came from.
You did not tell me this earlier.
Oh, I didn't?
No,
okay.
you did not.
I thought I did. Maybe it was Michael, but I don't know.
Just for the record, your shoulders are sore. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, okay, that's great. But like, I get home and my shoulders are fucking on fire.
On fire.
Like, I mean, lit up. I'm like, the fuck. Like, and I mean, that's not a workout for me. I mean, it's a lot of standing, but not a lot of shoulder work. It's like packaging, whatever, slicing bread, whatever. But I mean, it's like, I get home and I'm just like, I can't even masturbate. I mean, this is awful. I mean, this is bad.
Thanks for that image, guy. I just pictured you like, oh yeah, it's time, and then your shoulder like, well, I guess I'll just fucking do something else now.
I started playing Xbox, and I'm like, I can't do this.
You can play Xbox. That's your hands.
I know, but like,
shoulders.
I was moving around like my fingers and stuff, and even just like sitting, they were just sore. I'm like, I can't do anything. I have to go to bed. There's nothing I can do. I have to go sleep.
You have to go sleep?
I have to sleep it off. And my right shoulder's okay now. My left one's still like, fuck you, and it's still sore.
So what did you do?
I don't know. I legitimately have no idea.
Did you get in a fight today? Did Mitch fucking curse his little Josh Voodoo doll? Yeah, stay home, you fuck. I don't know why Mitch talks. I don't know why Mitch talks like that, but
yeah, you stay home, you fuck.
Ha! Take that, fucking sack of shit. You don't have that high enough glutamine levels for me.
Glutamine.
I don't know if that's a thing. It's probably
really
not.
Your thighs out a bit more.
Yeah. So, other than Batman, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, how you liking that?
It's been good.
Been good.
It's been a lot of fun so far.
I hear some people like that game.
Just a few. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been just so much fun. Who's your favorite character on there though? Like,
Michael. I love Michael.
I really like Michael as well.
So I thought are you?
I really like Trevor as well.
Yeah,
like
Trevor is good.
but like I've actually sort of grown more towards Michael now.
Why do you like Michael?
Because
why do you like Mike?
I agree with him more actually because I was like, actually, Michael's got his shit down. He knows what he's doing. Trevor's just like, fucking second, fucking poof.
Trevor
is just one of those people.
Trevor's the epitome of what people do in GTA. Like he's what people actually do in GTA.
yeah. Fuck hookers, start some blow.
What's your favorite Trevor scene?
Which one? I like the one where he's like trying to like flush that arm down the drain or whatever that was, or in the toilet. He's like, fuck. He's just like trying to flush it down. It just won't go down.
I like the one where he was where Trevor. It's when you switch him and he's hanging in his underwear on the overpass.
Yes.
And then he rolls onto the side of the tram. He's like, "Oh, at least I'm on the right side."
That was a good one.
I really like that. I think that's a great. I think that's a fucking fun game.
Oh, it's great.
The best scene in it is Trevor's talking to Franklin. He walks into Franklin. He's like, "Hey, my N-word, what's up?" And Franklin's like, "Yo, homie, what's up?" Then he falls, and then Franklin laughs, and he just starts yelling at Franklin. Because I have no problem with Franklin, but he's just so lame. He's just so average.
He's just like,
Michael's
cool,
so
whatever, man.
fucked up.
I'm so indifferent to everything. I'm cool with whatever you want to do.
Yo, man, I'm Franklin. Dog, eat bonnets. On that note, it's probably time we should wrap up. So thank you guys for listening. If you have any suggestions for the...
Oh, no, okay, we're good.
No, Josh, you ended now.
I feel like we still had something left to talk about.
Do we? What do we have left to talk about?
Next gen console.
Okay, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I'll talk. Fuck it. We'll talk about. What would you like to say?
Okay, well, first off, I went with a friend to get a PS4 on the midnight thing, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So we waited in line, froze our asses off in the middle of fucking November, right? So it was cold out. We were like, all right, well, have to get the PS4 here. So
got the PS4.
We waited. Finally got the PS4.
Okay.
All right.
As you do.
Went home. He also got Killzone with it.
You got Killzone.
Turns out they forgot to give it to him. So he's like, son of a bitch. So we had to drive all the way back, get back in line to get Killzone. Shadowfall, which actually is a great game.
Is it?
Yeah.
How long did it take to install? Did you guys ever end up playing it? We'll get to that.
This is what I'm getting to. Is that okay? So then we get back to EB Games, stand in line, finally get Killzone, drive back home. Colton's pissed off. Shut the Colton.
Shout out, Colton. If you're listening, and let's be honest, you're listening. Shout out,
Colton. Yeah. So Colton was like pissed off.
Great hair.
Speeding down the highway, not the highway, but anyway. We finally get home. It was like 2:30. We were in that line at about 11 o'clock. So this has been 3.5 hours of waiting. We get home, plug in the PS4, install. It's like installing the installer, and then downloading installer, installing the actual thing that you're supposed to be installing in the first place, and then it's like shut down, power up. Oh, another update. What the fuck? Can you just update the first time? Updating, installing.
So how long did it take?
45 minutes.
It took
45 fucking minutes. And then we're like, all right, we're done now. We're good. Insert Killzone, installing. Fuck! God damn it!
How long did the Killzone install take?
Actually, maybe about 5 minutes.
See, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Like the system updates, I get. Like that are gonna take long, but I would never do midnight launch for a console.
But it took it was like 3:15. And I was like, all right, we'll play like a bit. We played some online on Killzone for a while, and then we actually got a game called Knack, which actually was a very fun game.
Okay.
Surprisingly fun game. It's sort of like a platformer-ish, not quite, but it's actually a lot of fun.
All right.
But so we played that also for a while, and then PSN crashed.
Did PSN crash on the first day?
They're having some issues, like just the overload of people.
I'm surprised. I heard they did not too bad. Maybe you just had a shitty internet.
I don't know. Actually, could have been, but like, yeah, no. It was like really laggy, and then just it was like can't errors, server host, shit like that. 404 not found, whatever, and like it was we had some issues on day one, but My overall thoughts on the PS4 was good console. I actually found it sort of confusing, easy to get lost at times in the menus.
Really? I heard the menus were a lot better than PS3 because the PS3
definitely better than PS3's.
PS3 menus are fucking stupidly confusing.
They are really confusing.
Like, is it more streamlined like the Xbox?
It's sort of yes. It's actually similar to the PS3, but actually a bit easier to use.
Like, well, that's good. That's like, what you need. Yeah, that's what it needed to be.
Less menus and stuff like that. Like they sort of condensed things, which was nice.
Did you have to still install trophies, or was that baked
in? You don't have to install them. No.
So they're optional.
I don't know exactly how it works. I know that to install the actual game is actually optional because they're huge games. They're like 38 gigabytes on a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and you fill that up like 12 games. Yeah. So it's it is now optional.
Checking your math there, anyway.
Yeah, I don't remember how much. It's probably more so like 14 gigs, but yeah, no, it's
38 times 12. Let's see, 14. 38 times 14. It would be 13 games.
13 games. Okay, so yeah, 13 games, and
you have 6 gigabytes left extra.
It was installed.
So you know, okay, they're all at 30.
It was installing something. I don't know what it was exactly, but like, when you pop into this, it's like installing. It's like I don't know what's installing. I don't think it was the game because apparently it's optional now.
Oh, okay.
But overall thoughts on PS4 though. I love the new controller. Actually, it's very comfortable. It's sleek. It looks good.
Better than 360.
Not better than 360, but still a very good controller. Actually, probably the best one that Sony's ever done. I think.
What do you think about the touchpad?
It's okay, but it doesn't really have much use yet. But like it doesn't really do anything except for I think it acts as like a start button because it doesn't actually have a start button on the actual controller.
And I think it's on one of the shoulder ones there. Yeah. Do you like it better than PS2?
The PS2's DualShock 2. Probably yes.
Oh, okay. So that's good praise.
Actually, yeah. It was awesome. And they all have like an LED thing on the front. Each one has a different color for each one, like P1, P2, P3, P4. Each of them has like a different color.
Yeah, Xbox is as well too.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Another thing I heard about the new Xbox is that you know how, and I'm gonna ask you how you feel about this. And we gotta wrap up soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you how you feel about this. So. You know how the original limit for arcade games is 200, and then they upped it to 400, and then you could add tool with DLC.
Right.
Now they're doing it to 1,000. How do you feel about that?
I think that's neat. I think that it might be a bit harder for us some games to do that, just because of like how short some of those arcade games are. I like the idea though.
Yeah. So you're in favor of it.
Yeah.
You don't, but. Is the question, should arcade games have the same 100% point value as a retail game, cheaper? Do you care about that or no?
Well, I definitely see where you're coming from there. Yeah.
Like, should they be a separate point value just because it's less work than a full retail game?
I'm gonna go with no, just because it isn't always less work. I mean, like some games are like sort of hard to 100%. But I think it should be left up to the developer. Yeah, I think it should, just add as many as they want, but as long as it's within like a certain increment, like 200, 600, 800, 1,000.
Yeah, I think that's
1,000 max.
I think that's what they're doing. I think, but like from day one, you can have 1,000.
Oh really?
Yeah. So, and it's kind of bullshit because if you care about the achievement infrastructure, then just buy arcade games 1,000 point goals instead of just paying the $60 and getting 1,000.
Right.
So,
well, my only thing though is that I buy games for like the $6 to actually play the actual game. I mean, achievements are secondary to me.
Yeah.
But like it's like if it's a good game, I'll buy it. I don't care if it's an arcade game or
I'm the same way.
Or like a retail game. But like I think most people besides us are like whatever achievement structure, whatever, who gives a fuck, right?
So but, like, it doesn't matter.
I think for the general populace, I don't think people generally really care.
Do you think it's a mistake or it's not gonna pan out?
I don't think it's a mistake. I just think it's just like whatever. It's sort of just like a new limitation or
New limitation?
Yeah, I don't think a pan out should really
Anything will change.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
So like yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
All right. Well, on that,
But
we're
yeah.
gonna end off. Thank you for sitting down with me, Joshua. If you have any ideas for what we should call this podcast, please leave a comment or a video or a breadcrumb trail, as you said in the beginning. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys later.
Then.